the awareness month, then what can be done from your recommendations from where you sit to actually increase more awareness that if you are indeed pregnant, immediately you know you're pregnant, you need to do X, Y, Z? Because I've heard you mention issue of folic acid and such consumption.
Yeah, in fact, as we have said, that before you realize that you're pregnant and you go to maybe to your antenatal visits, the spine has already formed. And so in this awareness, what we would say is that it is good you know what causes spina bifida. And apart from what I had mentioned, folic acid and aflatoxins, there are other risk factors like mothers who have diabetes. We also have obesity, mothers who are obese, and we have other mothers who are using some drugs like epileptic drug. There is a drug called folic acid. It affects the synthesis of folic acid in the body. Mothers who are HIV positive and they are using some drugs like the DTG. Those are drugs that can interfere with the synthesis of the folic acid. And this is where now the caution comes that before you conceive and you're aware that you can get, anyone can get such a condition, it is good to be aware what to do. And what we tell our mothers is that our girls from who are within the age, age-bearing stage, we tell them that it's from around age 13 onwards. We tell them it is good, you know yourself, you know that you need to have folic acid which is enough in your body. You also know whether you fall under the categories of the things that I have mentioned, and we give them folic acid tablets, which we advise them to take them 3 months before conception or before pregnancy. I know it is hard, especially for our school girls who get pregnant without even planning of it, but it is good they be aware when they are engaged in sexual activity to know that such a thing can happen to them. And those folic acid are very cheap, even at the counter. You can buy them from the counter. We also have those foods that are rich in folic acid. Things like green leafy vegetables, all the grains that we do take. We have the sweet potatoes, we have broccoli. But then the problem is these foods may have destroyed the folic acid that is innate by the fact that our soils nowadays is spoiled by the fertilizers that we do use. So that soil may not be good for the folic acid in the plants that we do grow. The other thing is that the way we cook our food, you may find somebody cooking the green leafy vegetables until they overcook them to be like soup.
They lose the vitamins.
They lose the vitamins that are in it. So there are many factors that can affect the foods that we eat, and that is why we advocate for folic acid supplementation to be very sure that you have folic acid in your body.